Hello everybody, welcome back for some StarCraft 2 action. I've got a treat for you. I've got the Dutch legend HiGhDrA going up against Scarlett, a legend in her own right. Bringing us into Group D from the Homestory Cup 24 for some Zerg versus Protoss action. And we see a nice pro block here on Oceanborn. And Oceanborn, of course, that one map that we talk about a lot, where the third base is just very easy. So actually taking this as your natural, as Scarlett, not that big of a deal. Because this natural is pretty close towards your third base. And HiGhDrA can even probe scout it from up there. I don't know if he did that. I don't know if he knows. But it's kind of a funky map in that way. And it still looks like Nightshade to me. We see Nexus before Core. Nothing weird going on. We saw Gas before Pool as well for Scarlett. And let's see how she deals with her hatchery being slightly misplaced. Definitely not as bad as it can be. Some other maps, it's egregious. We see Gas, Pylon coming up soon. Now I'm looking at the Gas. Is she gonna keep in Gas? Is she gonna stay for the full 100? Or is she gonna pull out drones early? I feel like she's gonna stay in for the full 100. And there she goes. Stays in for the full 100, gets speed, and then pulls out. Because she wants speed relatively quickly. Because if your opponent chrono boosts out an Adept and it just runs across the map right away, like HiGhDrA is doing, an Adept right here can be very annoying for all the drones that really want to go to the natural, but there's an Adept there. So then you have to super saturate your main for a little bit, or you have to make more links, or you have to send out a queen, and suddenly all your units off creep are getting killed by 1 or 2 Adepts. Do see Stargate going down behind this as well, so super standard stuff coming out from HiGhDrA. And the first Adept is shading over. The Lings are already on the move, trying to catch a glimpse of this gateway unit. Speed over halfway done, and the Queen is ready to defend her babies. 4 Lings are in position. Ooh, 1 Ling, almost gets the shot off on that Adept, but a 0 kill so far. Spots the super fast third base. We see a third Queen is underway. Speed almost done here. 2 more Lings pop, 2 more underway, so that's going to be 8 Lings total. So the Shade does go into the main base, scouts around. The most important thing is to see that there's no gas being mined, and there's no Roach Warren or anything. Now Speedlings are out, and the Adepts do find the Speedlings, but they overstayed their welcome. As I said, 3:30 is when you want to be gone. And he does get a decent trade here. 6 Lings for 2 Adepts. Not the greatest. Now he has to keep the Oracle at home. No Pylon here because there's no Adepts to tuck in. We have 1 Adept here. Now might have to use some Oracle energy to defend his Nexus. But still, I think HiGhDrA is fine here. Let's see what Scarlett is up to. Making a bunch of drones. Put back into Gas on that 1 geyser that she does have. So might be going into a pretty quick lair from here. We see the second gateway to make sure that no Speedlings can get into his base. And we see a third Oracle? Is this a second? It's a third Oracle, okay. So we have 2 Oracles already. Oracles haven't been across the map yet. He's been keeping them at home. We do see 1 Spore Crawler and a second one building. We see an Evo Chamber, 4 drones on Gas. And wow, just an Evo Chamber, that's it. Going for +1 melee, perhaps? And now Lings moving out, trying to see if they can get something done. Shouldn't be able to get anything done. They do get 1 probe kill here, and the 3 Oracles are across the map. Third, or 2 of them only. Third one just spawned. I feel like the third one's a little late. Oh, and they run into a Queen pack. No Spore Crawler at the third base. Fourth base is online for Scarlett, or is going up. We do see melee, we see lair. And what's HiGhDrA doing? HiGhDrA went for that Twilight Forge follow-up, going for Blink +1. So, interested to see, is he the type of guy to do a Blink push with the 3 Oracles? He has a lot of energy on them right now. Keeping one at home, like at all times, is interesting. Oh, 5th base going down for Scarlett as well. Damn, Scarlett really punishing the fact that HiGhDrA is not really exerting his map control as much as he could with these Oracles. Like, if these 3 Oracles were on top of this hatchery, the moment it was built, they could just nuke it down with the laser beams, although it might be a waste of your energy. But he does have a lot of energy for laser beams and for stasis wards. So let's see why he was saving those up. He might do a really cheeky push with them. 2 Adepts trying to make their way in. Oracles scout the 4th base. And the Shades do go in. They get caught by these Zerglings. Oh, that's a lot of Zerglings, actually. We have 30 Lings on the map right now. We also see an Immortal being built, actually, with 2 sentries. So, HiGhDrA seems to be gearing up for just a quick 4th. Let's see, how many structures... Oh, never mind. He's making a bunch of gateways here. So we see 8 gateways? 8 gateways, full saturation. Huh. So all in all, a little greedy, I suppose. Not a lot of units, but he does have a good economy. But now he's in kind of a difficult situation. We see a lot of roaches coming out here. Scarlett, 84 workers, and now can just make workers, or can just make army units continuously. Already has all the bases that she could ever want for a big portion of this game. Now we see a lot of roaches coming out here. Baneling speed, +1 range, actually, so kind of transitioning into range upgrades. I'm interested to see what she's thinking about, because she is getting Baneling speed. You'd expect +2 to come out. But I guess +2 isn't as good of a timing anymore because you don't one-shot probes anymore. This might be an interesting adaptation by Scarlett. We have 2 Immortals, 4 Sentries. This looks like an army that is waiting to be attacked, but I don't know if there's ever going to be an attack. Now we do have a bunch of Stalkers. 24 Stalkers +2, halfway done. And HiGhDrA is moving to the top right of the map. Trying to do an attack on this 5th base and not get scouted for as long as possible. Now does find a creep tumor, doesn't kill it, doesn't have an observer. Starts making stasis wards to fall back to. I like that a lot. Now we do have a Warp Prism as well, so we can warp in a lot of units here. We have a lot of Lingbane Roach though. And 2 big clumps of Zerg will be coming in the moment HiGhDrA steps out of position. And look at that, that's so many Zerg. Oh my god, the force field's barely not on point. Nice extra layer of force fields. Look at all these units just being stuck behind stasis units and force fields. No Ravagers at all. These Stalkers could blink into the Banelings as well. But oh my god, overwhelmingly big Protoss army here. But now out of force fields, second wave by Scarlett coming in. And units are coming out of stasis. Immortals take a lot of damage there. And also tank a lot of damage. Stasis making really good work of that. Look at all these units in stasis. Like half of Scarlett's army is just not fighting. And the Oracle's proving their worth here. Oh my god, HiGhDrA. He's pushing. We do see a lot of Lings here though, and no more force fields. And a lot of Lings are pretty good against just Stalkers because we have no AoE. And now the surface area is kind of big here. HiGhDrA, ooh, slightly out of position here. Look at all the surface area that Scarlett was able to get on his army and now takes down his army. No 4th base behind this. HiGhDrA was completely all in on this push. And, well, Scarlett just shrugs it off. And like that, HiGhDrA takes the first game in this best of 3. Or Scarlett takes it. And Scarlett takes the first game in this best of 3 series. Showing us a pretty convincing win on Oceanborn there. HiGhDrA blocking the natural once again, and Scarlett just moves towards her third base and will take the natural expansion over there. So HiGhDrA did a pretty standard build last game and was fairly passive with it. Went up to his 3-base saturation pretty fast. Tried to do some little harass with the depths that got shut down pretty hard, because it was a little slow. And then he went for an all-in with a couple sentries and immortals. So a little bit of a Soul Train vibe. And then he really wanted to go and kill Scarlett there. Even though Scarlett wasn't really high on tech or anything. I don't know. He could have probably taken a 4th base there and then did the attack anyways. And then as soon as he has no more energy, no more force fields, no more stasis, he's not allowed to be there, right? Like, he either has to win the game or he has to get back. And, well, he elected to go all in, warp in more units, don't tech, spend all your money on units and try to kill Scarlett there. And it looked really promising when I saw all those units in stasis and the force field, like the big wall of like frozen Zerg and force fields. It looked really cool. But Stalkers just aren't the highest DPS unit, so actually didn't kill that many units, I think. And Scarlett was also 84 workers, making the cheapest Zerg units that you can find. So she was not going to run out of supply anytime soon. Now let's see, we see an exact carbon copy of last game, I feel like. We block the natural, we chrono boost out the adept, we build a Stargate, and we go from there. Let's see, Scarlett doing the exact same thing, getting speed, pulling out a gas, getting the 3rd base, getting a 3rd queen after. Creep Term in the main. Now the adept comes and takes a look-see at this 3rd base. He's like, okay, it's there. Queen is like, yo, get out of here. Scouts the 3rd base as well. So HiGhDrA knows that everything is kind of normal here. And we see this probe ready to build a gateway. And speed not yet done. Let's see what happens. Oh, Adepts trying to get something done here. Good timing for the shade out now. Look at that. Getting a couple link kills, and now he's out before speed finishes. Really good. Starts up the gateway the moment before speed finishes. These are some clean, sharp timings by HiGhDrA. Good shit. And now going into a 3rd base, and now he has 2 adepts to defend. So I would like to see these Oracle go across the map now. Cause some havoc. Be annoying. Probe sitting behind his adepts. Oh, it doesn't have the money to throw down the Nexus. Oh, but there it goes. That's before 4 minutes. That's pretty good. Let's see what this Oracle does. Shoots at the 2 more once. Shoots both drones once. Gets 1 kill in total. Not the damage you want to find. I think with slightly cleaner micro, you have 3 drone kills there. But still, I like the move. Sending the Oracle across. 2nd Oracle's coming out. 3rd one is being produced as well. So this build looks very similar to last game, but just slightly cleaner execution. Very nice. So we see 1 Spore coming out at the natural. Oh, this Oracle came in a little bit too late, taking a lot of damage there. We have... Oh, damn. Scarlett's like, I only need 1 Spore Crawler versus you. Damn, the Queen positioning on Scarlett, though, doing pretty good job. Gets 1 drone kill there, pretty good. But the Oracle did come to full standstill, which means... Like, it could have been microed a little better, because then you can do the move scoot, and then you take less damage for the same amount of damage on the drones. Oh, we see Overlord speed. Is this going to be German Taxi? Is this going to be Queen drops? I've seen Queen drops on this map before from a Laser versus Hearthstone, which is a video we have on the channel. You can go watch that. That would be interesting. But it might also be a misclick, because... Oh, 2 Dropper Lords coming in, so definitely going to be dropping all of our Queens in HiGhDrA's face. Did we just lose an Oracle? We lost one Oracle. We do have +1 and Blink halfway done. Robo's underway. HiGhDrA doing the exact same thing. This might just be his ZVP macro build, which I like it when people go for like their best builds versus players that maybe they feel like they are the underdog. Although, you could also just cheese the shit out of him, right? And here comes the drop. HiGhDrA is aware of the drop coming. We see 4 shield batteries coming up. They're all in the third base. No, no, no. These drops are always going to go hit the natural. But he shows his army at the third base. Actually lures in the army. Very nice. So Scarlett kind of getting baited into fighting HiGhDrA, where HiGhDrA is the strongest. Very nice. Damn, the moves on this kid. You know, we do see 1 Overlord drop going into the natural. Just warp into Adepts and you're fine. Another shield battery going up. We had 0 shield batteries in the natural. Damn. This guy is clairvoyant. He knew Scarlett wanted to attack him where his army was, so he just put all of his juice at the third base. We do see a bunch of creep and Zerglings in the natural, killing 25+ probes. There's also a drop in the main, killing all of his probes. Oh my god. He's fucking dead. He died to 2 dropper lords with Zerglings in them. Dude, this build is hard to hold. Oh my god. Like, how do you defend 3 bases and an attack? That's really hard. Yeah, I guess maybe your oracles can help. Maybe you need like 1 or 2 adepts in each mineral line for that, but that's a lot of units to have in your main and natural when you're getting attacked in your third base so early. Oh my god, dude. What a sucker punch built by Scarlett, dude. This is one of those builds when if you're a Zerg player and you see this build, you're like, I think I'm gonna do this build. Because it looked easy. Look at the creep, dude. The creep is at his third base. He's getting dominated. Now HiGhDrA trying to muster up some kind of probe count here. 3 probes at a time. Not just GGing out. Trying to get a little play before he leaves the series. I respect it. 5th base for Scarlett going down, but I mean, Scarlett can just do whatever she wants. Even has a macro hatch. We've seen Infestation Pit, Baneling Nest, double Evo. We have the Roach Warren. We do have Roach Speed. And she's up to 80 workers. And this is a difficult position. Because obviously you are behind, right? And there's 2 things you can do. You can hit a timing now, or you can hit a timing in 10 minutes from now. You either sit on your ass and you make probes and you get maxed, and you pray to God that you get a god fight and then you snowball the game, or you use the resources you have right now and just try and go effing kill them. And I think HiGhDrA is doing something in between. Because he's not probing right now, but he's making a bunch of units. So he probed up to a decent probe count, and now he's going for all units from here. And Stalkers can be pretty darn cost efficient. No Disruptors, which I guess it's too expensive to get them now. Ooh, nice Roach or Ravager Biles. How many Ravagers do we have? 12 Ravagers. That's a lot. And again, the stasis play. Really sick. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Oh, he surrounds the Lings. Completely surrounds the Lings. You're stuck here with me, buddy. And gets a good trade there on the Lings. Catches that Overlord a little earlier as well in his main base. So slowly but surely closing the supply gap here But we do see Hive coming out for Scarlett. Interested to see what type of Hive deck she would like. Adrenal glands, I can imagine. Oh my god, that's so many Banelings. And the Stalkers are moving back further and further, but now they're clumped, shooting the Banelings, so the Banelings are doing exactly what they should be doing. Nuclear battery has been committed, but this is a lot of Zerg, and this is the last vestige of HiGhDrA, whilst he lets the Zerg wash all over him. And he GG's out. Scarlett takes this game fairly convincingly. 2-0. Now, for Group D, we're only going to be looking at... or mostly going to be looking at players that are not Raynor and Hero Marine. Because Raynor and Hero Marine are getting out of this group, okay? They're just so gosh darn good. But we have other players in this tournament. We have Scarlett, we have Trigger, we have HiGhDrA, we have Mixu. I didn't forget you, Mixu. You played super good versus Shadone last Homestory Cup. I remember. So, I'm mostly going to be showing games from Scarlett, Trigger, HiGhDrA, and some Mixu. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers. Like and subscribe.